Hey guys, it's Michael here. We are going to be playing Volrath Shapeshifter in Volrath English Breakfast here on a digital client for Magic the Gathering. As you'll notice, this is not MTGO. This is Manalink 3.0. This is based off of Micropose's old, you know, uh, Magic the Gathering for PC, and uh, a bunch of community members kind of banded together to mod the program. They've added on a bunch of cards, thousands of them, onto the original Microposes game engine. And we're going to see how this works here with Volrath Shapeshifter. Um, this is a known bug in the Modo engine, and it just crashes the game. I've heard some people kind of speculate that it might be too complex to be able to program, and we'll see if that's true with a little community modded old program from the 90s here. If it's too complex, I wouldn't expect them to be able to handle it. Um, Now, I will say that I'm not a software engineer, so I don't know exactly how MTGO processes data, and there might be something with the way that Shapeshifter needs to work, which conflicts with the program or conflicts with um, things that are set up for other more commonly used cards. That's kind of beyond the scope of what we're looking at here. We're just going to see if it's too complex or if it's too much to dream that we could ever see Volrath Shapeshifter be able to be programmed correctly. Otherwise, this is an old school full English breakfast here, and one thing you'll notice is the lack of Phyrexian Devourer. And the reason for that is because I know for a fact that the Devourer does not work here on Manalink. And there could be a variety of reasons for that. Manalink was built or the original Micropose engine was built with 5th edition rules, and so the modding community had to come up, just with some workarounds to be able to make, um, it all work, with the modern rules. So they're not going to have all cards 100% correct, but they've got a lot of them, which are pretty accurate. If you ever want to check out Manalink 3.0, I'll link their website in the description. You can check them out. You can also play the original Chandelar game, which is very popular on Manalink 2.0. Same group of people, just kind of made it compatible with modern versions of Windows. But yeah, otherwise we're gonna run through this. This is classic full English breakfast where we turn a Volrath shapeshifter into an Akroma and then in Phage the Untouchable. And we're going to see how that works here. So we'll go ahead, load up our duel, and I figured it'd be more entertaining to play against an actual deck. It is a AI opponent, but this will be more interesting than just playing against 60 lands right here. So it'll take a moment as we load into the duel screen, but that should just be a second. And we're going to be going up against a good old pre-modern sly list. Figure that's not too complex for the AI opponent. And so our opponent lost the coin flip and decided to take the draw. So we get the first turn, but we're not going to keep this hand. No way to survival right there. And this one, we've got pretty much everything that we want, and we're going to go ahead and start. And Gemstone Mine. I could therapy, but I don't think I need to right now. I just want to get survival starting and go ahead goldfish the opponent. Um, doesn't really matter whether I play either one, but we'll go ahead and play survival. I like that my opponent had no first turn plays. Oop, curse scroll. And from here, it should be pretty easy. We're just going to start off with a survival. We're going to discard Squee. We're going to go get a Wall of Roots and then play out a Wall Roots and pass on the turn. So we're going to Oop, they got a Fire Blast in hand, so gotta kind of play around that. We will go ahead, activate Survival, and discard this Mesmeric Fiend. And we're going to get a Palinchron. So we have a lot of mana ready for us. And we'll draw Shapeshifter so that even saves us a little step there. Let's go ahead. I'm going to tap this for black. Just in case, yeah, I didn't know how many counters I had on there. Don't want the Gemstone Mine messing us up. And we'll go ahead and name that Fire Blast. And a double Fire Blast right there, so nice. We'll go ahead, Survival. And we'll discard our good friend Palinchron. We're going to get a Akroma. We will then activate, play Shapeshifter. And what do you know? We get some untapped triggers with our very weird looking Volrath Shapeshifter right there. And before combat, we're going to go ahead and discard an Akroma. We're going to go get Phage the Untouchable. Attack. Go through attackers. And then in the blocker step, we will go ahead, discard Phage. Get a bird. And do damage. And what do you know? Our opponent is dead by our Volrath Shapeshifter coming in as a Phage. Alright, I think we have a survival in there. Yeah, we have birds into survival. That's perfect. Start the duel. Our opponent has a Grim Lavamancer start off. And, what do you know? Let's play out the bird. No blocks. If I had that Llanowar Elf out, I wonder if the, you know, the very poor AI would even take it out. They do not like to bolt the bird, which I am very grateful for. We'll go ahead, do this, play out survival. Doesn't really matter which I do right here. I will not block. All right, got a plenty of team right here, but I think we can win. Let's go ahead. Can I save from, because we only need to get, we need to get 3 creatures. We need to get Palinchron, Shifter. No, we can do it even without getting Squee, because we can discard Fiend to get Palinchron, and then next turn Palinchron to get Shapeshifter. Yeah. So there's our good friend Pally. Go ahead, draw. Let's see how well that the AI does around this. The AI is particularly known for doing things in a not optimal fashion. We'll go ahead, discard Palinchron. We'll get a Shapeshifter. And then we'll play Shapeshifter. And thankfully, our birds do not get killed right there. We will go ahead and then survival. Discarding birds. Get a Akroma. And then survival. Discarding a Akroma. They are going to kill our birds right here, which is unfortunate. Don't have another mana, so we are going to pass at this point. This might come back to bite us, and I might have been too, let's see, too trusting in our good friend, the AI, to be a very poor judge of character. Let's see. All right, so that's the face. That's at me. So what I can do right here to kind of salvage something, so we can go, they have no cards in hand. I'd like to save some damage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to survival, and I am going to discard Squee. I'm going to get our good friend Iridescent Angel. I'm going to choose blockers. Oop. And it did not let me respond. Oh, I know what I messed up. That was a dumb one. Because once it's turns into Squee, it can no longer activate for the birds right there. So I think I am done. Let's see if there's any weird type of line we can think through. So survival would need to get, and how much? Survival could get Psychotog. And I can't be attacked for lethal right now. So let's go ahead and try that out. We'll go ahead, survival. Don't I tap for red right there? That's going to mess up some damage. All right, so Squee goes there. Get Psychotog. Then we're going to play our Psychotog. So I think I might be dead. Let's see if the AI can figure it out. Occasionally they do not, so. Yep, they figured it out. So I punted that one, but that's okay. And this looks great. We got a Vampiric Tutor. We're going to start off with our Underground River. Pass the turn. Go ahead. Get a survival. And go ahead, draw that lovely, lovely. Get shocked. Get a reflecting pool, that's great. Because we can go ahead, survival. Discard Genesis. Get a Wall of Roots. And play that. And if I didn't mention before, sorry, I had my headset go out, but if I didn't mention before, there's a pretty sweet thing here that also Moto can't do, because you can just use Wall of Roots to pay for cost pretty easily. There's a notorious bug with Wall of Roots in Moto where you can't use it while you would normally be paying costs. I'm going to pass on returning Genesis. We don't need Genesis on there, so we will go ahead, activate that, float the mana, and then, oh, it did not let me stop and use the mana. That's okay. We're going to play City Brass. We're going to survival. Discard Palinchron. Get Akroma. Volrath Shapeshifter. We forgot the, let's see. We did not do the steps correctly, but let's see. Okay, let's see if we can salvage this. Because with the auto tapping, it unfortunately put the gemstone mine right there. Wanted to do things a little differently. So I'm at 9. We're going to untap with survival, pass on that, and then we're going to go ahead, discard, get Akroma. Get Phage. Attackers and blockers, and we'll discard Phage. We'll get, yeah, just Sakatog. And what do you know? We won even through some punts and working through that. But as you can see that we successfully were able to cast a Volrath Shapeshifter, turn it into multiple different creatures, and won the game. Sometimes we lost the game, but that was because we failed to realize that the order, the graveyard order, would change what our creature was. But anyway, I hope that was informative. And if you have any ideas about how to stress test the Manalink program with different, you know, uh, things which come up with Volrath Shapeshifter and Full English Breakfast, definitely let me know. Um, but hopefully that gives you some idea of if is it possible for Shapeshifter to actually be coded into a program. So yeah, check out Manalink 3.0 if you want to learn more about this program. It's a really sweet little mod that's been put together. Great little community which helps to establish or to maintain it. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thanks.